Here's a crazy one we might need for later. Black blood. Witcher's blood injures vampires' necrophages when they wound him. So it's like a thorn attack, essentially. And I've got more than enough Volda resources. And whenever I craft something, it freezes for a second. That looks strange. And there's the enhanced black blood to make it even more effective. Seeing as we've already fought 2 vampires out of 4 boss fights, 2 of them have been vampires, so I think the vampire stuff's gonna come in handy. The Beast of Beauclair. Eyewitnesses to gruesome monster attacks always have a hard time describing the creature in question. The beasts move quickly and often attack at night, while the witnesses are terrified and primarily concerned with fleeing for their lives. As a result, Witchers quite often have no inkling of what creature they face until they find tracks or otherwise establish something for themselves. Such was the case with the Beast of Tormenting Beauclair. Geralt knew it was deadly, elusive, and fiendishly clever. Everything else he heard was clearly the product of imaginations fed by fear of a dangerous predator. When Geralt identified the beast, he discovered it was a higher vampire, meaning one of the most difficult foes a Witcher can come to face. Higher vampires are superhumanly strong and fast. They can turn completely invisible, and each comes with its own personalized set of talents and abilities perfected through centuries of existence. When Geralt realized he was dealing with such a creature, he swore foully and realized the rumors about the beast had not been exaggerated in the slightest. Detlev van der Erten. Milton's murder was very swift. Even with years of witchering under his belt, Geralt could barely keep up with him. Soon, it became clear that the killer was as clever as he was fast, by entering an old warehouse where he set a trap for Geralt. In this way, Geralt had his first face-to-face encounter with the Beast of Beauclair, and discovered it was a higher vampire named Detlev. A fight immediately ensued, which might have ended very badly for the Witcher had he not been saved but in the nick of time by an old friend, Regis, who put a stop to their battle. After that, Detlev fled away in a puff of fog. Seems we're walking up on something over here. Oop, hello. Intercepted.
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Little message from Yennefer. And it's relevant to us because it's probably involving how you progress past the normal range in this game. Because this expansion is supposed to change the progression a little bit, adding more weapon types and more armor tiers and more abilities in some respect.
That's it, Roach.
So this could help me in my vampire hunts. Let's get out there. Still adventuring in the middle of night. You start to understand why the game doesn't want you to autosave all the time. I'm not autosave, quick travel all the time, because those kinds of opportunities, they can only really have you walk into a messenger at certain locations right outside of important quest locations if you actually have to walk for a few feet every now and then. Hello. Speaking of which, I seem to have wandered up next to something else. Oh, she's up here. Sir, come to me, please. Approach. I'm going to stand right here. Can you hear me?
My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me, south in all my fame.
Oh, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah, unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
You see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus I must plead with you to see what's become of him. Could you? Would you?
This Gretore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name, guessing it lives in a cave.
Yes, from which it prowls when hungry. By night, when all are asleep, it creeps into villages. Then, of a sudden, breaks open shutters, reaches inside and snatches babes from their cradles so quickly they've not the time to yelp.
Nocturnal, long prehensile arms, intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap, but he's been gone so long. Will you help, sir? I cannot sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of me.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancé back safe and sound. Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Gretore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have, but none's returned. My concern is well-founded.
I see. All right. High time I set off.
That's concerning. To have something generally dangerous right on the edge of town. Find Francois. He's pretty far off here. Maybe having it right next to town and having nobody be able to... Yeah, that's right there. It's a bit of a surprise no one would take it out. This is a relatively large area, by the way. This is all the expansion area we're looking at. Might look a little familiar because of the map texture, but this is all a new zone. Just for the DLC. We're gonna be busy here for a while. Quite a while. I haven't even revisited the notice boards yet, which are still cropping up. So we have a lot of things to get sidetracked by, potentially. Maybe I will go ahead and see if I can find Francois. Oh! Suggested level 45. That's no small thing. We might get to that a little later in the game. I'm also spotting another one down here. They're everywhere in this one little spot.
Surely you've technique.
Wanna fight?
The rules governing the Beauclair fist-fighting circuit. Are you familiar with them?
You fight with fists. There much to add beyond that?
You must make a wager to join the contest. There are 3 champions. Challenge them all, defeat them honorably, and you may try your luck against the Maestro. Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Mancomb? First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a saddler, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
Olin! Wait, is there a fast way to go over more? Alright, fine. Sliding slowly. There we go.
Fine. Let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Fancy insults, not my thing. No other more effective means.
I'll be fine. I totally remember how to do fist fighting. I've got this. Definitely not screwed. Oop. Let's see. Oh. Okay, let's lock onto him. Forgot about that. Alright. There we go. It's going quick, right? I remember my counter button at least. Oop. So far, so good. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Uh-oh. Gotta remember just how not fair the dice roll is in a fist fight in this game. Just because you have to hit them like 100 times and they can hit you like 3 times and win. Ah, crap. Oh. Alright, buddy. Oh, got him. Nope. Oh. Oh, right. I have a skill that heals me if I have a adrenaline point. That's actually really helpful in this context. Ow. Unless I blow it. Ow! Alright, I'm really bad at fist fighting. This is like the opposite of how I play this game. Alright. No more of that, please. Get out of there, get out of there. We don't have an adrenaline point yet. Oh. There we go. Careful there. Got him. Oh! Awkward. Got me with the quick jabs.
The Witcher has lost. Refusing in a battle of wits to engage, he thoroughly masked a Mancomb enraged, who has no patience for purse-lipped pugilists stripped of panache.
Wait, what? Are you indicating that I win by doing the talk beforehand?
Ready to fight!
I will throw all my money away. It's fine. Double or nothing, right?
Fine. Let's get on.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Alright.
Your taunts? I've heard dogs retch things more profound. Hear how pathetic and stupid you sound.
Well, how then is this for a clever tongue twister? You're a bum-botching, blackened, bile-filled blister.
Think you're confused. That sounds more like your sister. I'm immune to disease, but even I'd die if I kissed her.
You aren't worthy to empty my sister's bedpan. You mange-ridden mutant, not even a man.
Should have quit before we began. Gonna make you wish you'd turned tail and ran.
Why, you... bad... I've got to admit, you know how to roast a man. You win.
Mean we're not gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
The Witcher wins, beating Mancomb at his own game.
You out-tongued me, but only because I'm under the weather today. I'd have lashed you raw otherwise.
Right, sure.
2 more champions to defeat before you can challenge the Maestro. Still Waters is to be found in Oatville, not far from Mountebank Alley, while Colossus fights in the largest courtyard in San Sebastian.
What? I got to talk my way through it? Can I do that for all of them? Because that's so much more fun than having to do a fist fight, which is not the most exciting experience. I'll do more of those, that's cool. Well, the sun's up now. Oh my god, there's another quest over here. They're everywhere. They're invading. This is a dense piece of content. But yeah, the second fight is actually pretty close by. But I noticed this little opportunity. We're gonna want to grab exclamation points as we see them, because otherwise, I don't know if I'll walk by that particular building again, and we might miss it.
Whose notion of order is this? Why doesn't someone do something?
Oh, this looks suspiciously like Gwent.
What's this about?
The notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
I am. Don't think I've seen your notice, though.
Not to fret. I shall tell you, and perhaps you'd care to help. Not free of charge, naturally. The din at the city cemetery. That's my grief. Screaming and clattering fill the air at night. A man can't get a lick of sleep. It all began on the day of Saint Zoltan's remembrance. I recall it precisely. I took the matter up with the ducal guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. How much will I get for this?
How much would you like? Agreed.
Sometimes I just like to see if I can. The money is so immaterial. Just the scale of it.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, master.
Poor guy just looks exhausted. That said, that was not a game of Gwent, and there's Gwent cards on the table, and I'm mad. Let's get back down. We're actually we're pretty close to Stillwater's, the fist fight. Like, really close. Should I even call the horse? It probably can't even... It might not even be able to gallop in this area. Some tight corners. There's a few areas around here where you're just restricted from doing it in the first place. There's another one! This place is packed. We're gonna be in this DLC for a while. I'm totally okay with that. Never have you seen such a tournament, for such a tournament's never been held. All lovers of Gwent are invited to come compete against players from all over the world. In addition, this tournament shall be your chance to play the new and exciting Skellige faction. Count Monier will be expecting you at the peasantry. I never really put together before that there was no Skellige faction. Do you think I would have noticed that faster? It's an entire area you visit.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Toussaint. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Toussaint. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I'd rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Toussaint, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged a king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Toussaint's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Toussaint saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Atom. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet a well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropian. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usa, but you may wish to search them.
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome de Launay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Toussaint took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True, this one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Toussaint vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed, the bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Toussaint estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the far east. A century past, one of their number came to him, a Witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarf still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Toussaint slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the ducal guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
What do you have on offer?
It's funny how every single Witcher in the Witcher universe besides Geralt seems to have a special talent for dying. They've invested in it for years, getting the exact art down so they could all die in dramatic ways, holding on to important relics, so that somebody else can go try to find them later. So I'm curious about the Manticore one. I feel like we probably haven't heard about the Manticore school very much, right? I don't think we have. And I've seen an image before, I think it's probably from this expansion, of Geralt wearing like really heavy, crazy-looking armor that looks distinctly not a Witcher-like from anything that I associate with Witchers anyway. So let's go ahead and get our stuff repaired. Yeah. How are we doing on money, by the way? Oh yeah, we have 5k, we're fine. Not much to worry about there. Also, that item was not equipped, so that was a mistake. But it's a Griffin item, so it's fine. Is there... Oh, repair equipped. There we go. Got it.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Definitely always feels remarkable how easily Witchers seem to die. So, given the options, we'll probably be going for their, I assume one of them... So there's Ursine, there's Wolf, the next one's gonna say Griffin, I think? Feline. Was there a Grandmaster... I assume there was Grandmaster Griffin gear, too, right? There it is. So that'll be what we ultimately search for, because that'll be the next version of what we're currently wearing. I'm all about the spellcasting in this.
Please disperse! The exhibition is closed!
What's this about?
Oh, Lapiota, give me strength. I can't bear this, please! I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait! Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
What kind of work?
Work related to the monument to Reginald Aubrey. The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
The statue. Just tell me, what's the problem?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you.
1,000 words? This conversation's gonna go on for 10 minutes.
Here it is! Our pride and joy, Reginald d'Aubry. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
Is the dick missing?
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
I knew it.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is, thus, you must retrieve those stones.
Everyone walks up to stroke the penis of the statue. Isn't it too big to be human-sized? So how could it be casted? Can they scale casts? Did they have that? Do they have setup for that?
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
There's so much to tell. Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rivals in duels.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect.
Who would not want it for himself?
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times.
Trying times.
His praise only becomes worrying over time. Alright, let's take a look around. Starting with that, of course.
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this.
Oh god damn it. Just every line of dialogue about this entire quest. Oh, they knew what they were doing. They had fun with this expansion. That's definitely what happened. Is there anything else around here?
You shall be whole again soon.
Looking for evidence. He's still talking in first person about the missing penis. What do we have over here? Oh, hello.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
Very convenient how many people make tragic smell-related mistakes that make them trackable. Makes it a lot easier to be a witcher. Hello. Red trail. Let's try not to lose it. This is just enough to make you feel self-conscious about how you smell when you go in public. If a witcher can track you. There's even another notice board over there. There's so many things. I can't keep stopping. I need to follow this. I'm in the middle of a quest. But damn, there is another exclamation point, another notice board, another fast travel location around every corner. You definitely don't expect a DLC to be this dense in any game, really. Let alone the second expansion pack in a game that keeps getting more. And I want to say
leads to this door.
I want to say the season pass entirely was only like $25. Oh, that doesn't sound great. Or sounds great. Perspective.
Oop. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes! That's not him!
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence, a series thereof. What?
That's not my husband.
You mean, not your husband? Who are you, and why are you in my home? Out, now, or I'll summon the guards!
Calm down, just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves the body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda! I know you're in there! You and that fancy pants of yours!
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the laugh's this? Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond!
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones, and you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I will 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
Perhaps I could lend them to you. For 1 more day. What would you say to that?
A day is 3 more romps at the least. You've a deal, sir.
I really well and truly did not think that was where we were going today. By the way, how satisfying is it just to be able to go in people's heads and just get them to do what you want in that case? A little bit of power fantasy in a video game. Can I just meditate for a whole day? Like a crazy person? Like an actual crazy person? Just sitting here in the middle of the street?